Hello everyone, welcome to Young Innovators. We had built a few interesting circuits on Tinkercad in our last video. Today we will look into one of the most effective and efficient components in electronics. That is a motor. We all have played with magnets and are familiar with the poles of magnets and the field in which the attraction or repulsion between the magnets happen. But did we know that when we keep a current carrying conductor placed in between the magnetic field, it behaves like an electromagnet? This happens as it experiences a kind of force that depends on the direction of the current and magnetic field. This phenomenon of force acting on a current carrying conductor when kept in a magnetic field is used for the motion in an electric motor. Let's understand the types of electric motors and the working principle of simple DC motor in today's video. Before that, let us see the definition of a motor and where all it is used. A motor is a simple rotating device that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Right from children's toys, water pumps, mixers, washing machines, grinders, etc. Everything which has a motor in it performs the specific task of rotation. Now, coming to the types of motors, we majorly have two types of motors. One, an AC motor. Two, a DC motor. We all know about the current that reverses its direction after a particular time interval, and it is termed as alternating current. The motors that use this alternating current for it to work is termed as AC motors. AC motors are suitable in large and industrial applications. We have synchronous and asynchronous motors in AC motors. Looking at DC motors use direct current for the motors to work. The current that does not change its direction, unlike that of alternating current. We will see the working principle of DC motor and also will talk about the construction of the DC motor. Before understanding the working, we will see about the construction. Although DC motors are designed in various types, they all contain the following basic parts. A rotor, the part of the machine which rotates. This is also called as armature. A stator, the field windings or a stationary part of the motor. A commutator, which can be brushed or brushless depending on the motor type. And field magnets that provide the magnetic field that turns the axle connected to the rotor. In practice, DC motors work based on interactions between magnetic fields produced by the rotating armature and that of the stator or fixed component. Looking at the operating principle, DC motors operate on the principle of electromagnetism, which states that a current carrying conductor experiences a force when placed in magnetic field. Most common types of DC motors are brushed motors and brushless motors. Although the underlying physics is same, their construction, performance, characteristics and means of control are very different. A brushed DC motor utilizes a pair of graphite or carbon brushes which are for conducting or delivering current from the armature. These brushes are usually kept in close proximity to the commutator. Brushless DC motors do not contain carbon or graphite brushes. They usually contain one or more permanent magnets that spins around a fixed armature. In place of brushes, brushless DC motor utilize electronic circuits to control the direction of rotation and speed. Hope all of you enjoyed the video about motors and their types today. In the next video, we will learn about another effective component which is sensors. Thank you for watching.